This is Slater DeBrun from Bend, Oregon, class of 2025, and this is my day in the life. Dude, finally starting to grow a thicker though, because I've been doing it like every day. Trying to get a beard. Working on it. We live. Shaving's not too hard yet, to be honest with you. Soon though. Soon. I can do like a solid, I mean we're talking solid mustache, like not that solid, but like you could see it. But anything else is just weak. It's just weak, it's patchy. I think by next Christmas I'll be able to like not look ridiculous with facial hair. All right, we're gonna cook a little microwave burrito. We gotta stay light because we're about to do sprint day, so not a big breakfast right now. Little microwave burrito. Go to the gym, do some jumping, vertical jump with dumbbells and stuff. We're gonna sprint, then hit our lift, kind of explosive leg day, and then we're gonna go to Pancake House and chop it up. Pancake House, and eat some of the best pancakes on earth. This is it right here. 200 calories, perfect. Minute 30, no dramas. Just keeps you going for like the early mornings when it's hard to eat. Yeah. Costco, by the way. It's definitely mostly good food. We'll throw it down now. Where's the premiere? Please sponsor me, please. The only protein shakes I'll ever drink. Premier protein. Vanilla. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't use a plate or anything, man. I just grab the burrito like this. Grab the protein shake. This is exactly how I do it every morning. Grab the keys. Put it down right here on the edge of the crate. Grab the Nike Tech top. And then we go. So that's what we're doing. I gotta go put on the pants on now. You guys should unpack when you get back from trips, unlike me. I'm embarrassed. Right there, that looks neat. Alright, now we're ready. So the other day, I hit the garage door opener. I hit the button and the other side went up, but not the side I was in the car. So I put it in reverse and backed in the garage door. Not peak. You can see we got some reinforcements on it. There's a bunch of creases. Yeah, every day we're getting smarter, you know? Gotta look over your shoulder when you're pulling out of the garage. That's what I learned. Oh, there we go. Nope. Audio. There we go. Yeah, we'll start with country. And then when we're 3 minutes away, we switch it to like Boss Man D-Lo just to get turned right before we get ready to work out. So that's the deal. I chill with country, I go hard with rap. So I usually get there about 7. Mondays legs, Tuesdays arms, Wednesday sprint, Thursday legs, Friday arms, and then Saturday whatever was the weakest workout. So I'll do that every morning, 5 days a week at least, and then add the 6. And then I'll get home. I'll usually take an hour power nap. We're gonna skip that because I'm pretty well rested right now. We're gonna go, I'll cook 5 eggs,
some carbs, but today we're gonna go to Pancake House, so we're gonna get basically the same thing and better. So I'll eat breakfast, then I'll do some schoolwork, which honestly doesn't take me too long, but it's the end of the semester for my online school, so probably gotta do like maybe 2 hours, an hour of it, but it won't be bad. And then we're gonna go to the field house, and we're gonna hit, I usually hit from 2 to 5 and then do fielding and throwing, so I take a lot of swings. But today's a new day, and we have high school practice for my first time since last year, obviously. So we're gonna hit from 2 to 3:30. We're gonna drive over to go to high school practice where I'll get some more reps, do some throwing, and that's gonna go from like 4 to 6. So that's a little different for today. And then we're gonna get home. We're gonna chef some good dinner because I gotta show off my cooking skills. Check out the room, show you some music stuff. And that would be like an average day for me, for sure. Yeah. Only pre-workout I'll ever take is protein shake. I don't take caffeine ever, unless I'm doing max vertical jump in the afternoon one day. Only time ever. Let's go. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom before I do that. He wants me to do like a body scan to like see my body fat and stuff, but there's no way I'm doing that until my stomach is empty. No way.
Hey, how's it going?
This is Sean, my trainer. Big bowling ball. Doing his times, he's locked in, but tells me what to do, I do what he tells me, and so far it's worked, hopefully it keeps working. So the 60 time, I don't know what it is now. My fastest is 6'2". I got 6'1" something on a stopwatch one time because I have a booty start. I like bump my knee before I go like this, so I set the laser off. So something I've been working on is the starts. So my goal is to run 6'1" on laser, but we'll see. Surface depends. Really, if there's wind and stuff, but I think indoor, like on a hard surface, I get 6'1" right now.
125.
I mean, honestly, there's a lot of genetics that go into it. I wasn't born tall, but I was born with like, you know, a little bit of speed. Came from soccer as well, but anything can be improved. So I'd say the most important part is the first 10 yards, which is my weakest part. So it's kind of weird that I'm saying that, but like, how you get off the line is gonna set the pace for the rest of the race. And if you look at like PG 10-yard splits, like the fastest runners all have the fastest 10-yard splits, and I got a slow one, so I got room to there's like low-hanging fruit there. But yeah, all the top 60s, they all have top 10-yard splits for the first 10. So focus on that. Top speed, only train top speed when you're fully recovered. There's no point in training top speed if you're not running at top speed. Top speed can only be increased at top speed, so you got to be rested. That doesn't mean run every day. Like, you're not gonna get anything from that. You gotta run twice a week. I started twice a week. Now I run once a week and focus on strength a little more. So that's what I'd say. Yeah, dude, it's packed. Kids get after it in here, especially Monday morning. You should see it's lit in here, but everybody wants to run. There's a lot of speed in this gym. So yeah, time to go. I'm gonna warm up now. Varsity catcher. He's gonna hit 400 this year.
400?
Yeah.
I gotta get that bad.
He's gonna throw. Let's go. We lit.
No, I feel light.
Okay, we're gonna do a body scan. I'm not feeling too good about my body weight right now. I think it's gonna be pretty low, but hopefully the body fat is low. Because I like to be lean because it's good for speed and jumping.
What's the prediction?
Prediction is 8. I might be surprised. Could be 10. Could be 6.
At like 12%.
Yeah, I hope not. Okay, please be over 185. Okay. Thankful. Yeah.
You're still 17?
I am still 17, yeah.
Place your heel on the rear sole electrodes.
arm straight.
Keep your arms straight.
He's going up. It's scary.
Stop. Please stop, Siri. Please stop. Please stop. Under 7. Under 7. Under 7. Oh.
The test.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Not a 12. Okay.
Oh. Dude, it was slowing down in the 60s and then it kept going, bro.
That's funny.
Okay, I think that's the lowest it's ever been though, because I was 7.4 last, like my last lean one.
7.
Okay, 186, pretty much a good, not too much fat on the body, so probably skeletal mass is probably, muscular mass is probably 172.
Okay, give me
So-
some guesses.
14 pounds of water and fat and organs on me. Other than that, muscle, and bone, and skin, and small brain, but.
Small brain. Water, 126. That's crazy.
Is that low?
Kind of high.
Whew, water
Yeah,
on me too.
he's hydrated. Okay, body fat percentage, 7.2. Dang, look at that.
PR.
Best was 7.3, went to 7.2.
Let's go.
Okay, muscle mass. Holy cow.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah. Whoa, your right arm is smaller, but your left leg is smaller.
Yeah, because I kick with my right when I played soccer.
That's crazy.
But show them this. Basal metabolic rate, 2,000 calories. If I didn't do anything for a whole day, that's how much I burn, right? That's what
Yep.
that means.
How many
So-
are you trying to eat?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Pancake House and eat well over that. So we're gonna
one
cover
meal.
in one meal. We're gonna cover that. All right, let's go. Feeling good about the body fat percentage.
Yep. PR's on the body fat, mean we're PRing.
That's all I care about. My goal is to get to 200 in the next month. It's gonna be a lot of fat and water, but I've never hit 200. I've only hit 196, so
20 pounds.
yeah, I gotta hit it for the
For the stats, bro.
stats, bro.
For the stats.
All right, let's get it. Yo, if I'm 7.2% body fat, I should be jumping high right now, so no excuses. That is big for me. That's big. Cause I can't get away with things. I gotta be an open book because there's no frame projectability on me. I'm probably gonna be like right now as close to develop as like in 5 years from now. Like it's gonna be a similar body. So I gotta show that I got tools. But yeah, can't hide anything basically. Original Pancake House, top one breakfast in Bendora. Nobody's in here because it's Wednesday morning, so I wouldn't expect people to be here. Can I get the Georgia pecan pancakes?
Yeah.
And then, can I get 2 eggs
Yeah.
and like 3 strips of bacon?
Yeah. I can do the bacon and eggs, and it comes with 3 pancakes that I can upgrade to pecan. Want to do that, or do you want 6 pancakes?
Can I have the 6 pancakes
Okay.
still? 'Cause I've done a lot of stuff, dude. I've done a lot of stuff. Yeah, I mean, okay, so summer 2023, 2 years ago, my first summer of playing on like the national circuit of tournaments. Instead of flying to every tournament, we have a Sprinter van, and me and my dad packed everything up there, put the Hack Attack, the big Hack Attack machine in the back because we bought one of them, tied it down, all the possible gear you can need, strip of turf, everything, and we drove to every tournament, man. We drove to Arizona, from Arizona to Georgia for WWBA, to Oklahoma for a 5-tool tournament. I mean, I'm telling you, we drove everywhere, and it was just like, this. I'd never been to the South, so I saw what Southern culture was like. I met obviously new people because first year on the circuit. I saw. I mean, we stopped at
many high schools along the way, whip the hack attack out, climb fences, hit BP on random high school fields, random college fields like Oklahoma Baptist University. It's Division II in the middle of Shawnee, Oklahoma. A tornado had just ripped down the field. We were playing on a field that a tornado had just gone through and ripped down the fence. I mean, like experiences that nobody else has had. I'm just so grateful that we could, first of all, afford a Sprinter van to do that and drive around, and that my dad was able to take, you know, a summer to just hang with me the whole time. Thank you so much.
What else can I bring for you?
Nothing.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my best experience. I got so close to my dad, obviously, too. Yeah. Let me go wash my hands real quick. Bro. All right, definitely attacking the pancakes first, because we gotta get the carbs back in the system. I gotta show my girl real quick. She's gonna be jealous. Dream meal is like a 30-ounce steak, medium well. I like it firm, you know. You know, I'm not too sure what type of steak. I just want a 30-ounce steak. And Juan Soto speaks very good English now, so I'm gonna go Juan Soto. I'm gonna go Chipper Jones. You know, two of the best hitters, current hitter, one of the best hitters ever. And then Corbin Carroll sitting right next to me. Yeah, we're just gonna chop it up. Corbin, the obvious, like, did you have to try to develop power, or did the power come naturally? Because the scouts have been telling me that Corbin surprised them with the amount of power he has in the big leagues, like 30 home run power. Like, they didn't think he was gonna have that. So I'm wondering if he like tried to do that, or it just came naturally. I want to ask Chipper Jones about, he's very big on like swinging down on the ball, like kind of old school, like yeah. I want to ask him how that applies to somebody like me that's shorter, that kind of has to have loft to like get the ball in the air. And then Soto, I admire his play discipline, which is big. I try to make a big part of my game is swinging at strikes, taking balls. I want to ask him if that was natural, or how he developed that to an abnormal level, basically. So, yeah. I get David Goggins because mindset is just important. I think he's a little over the top, and like David Goggins, if you're watching this, like, I'm sorry, but like, I don't know if it's all real, but hopefully it is. And if it is, I'd love to have a conversation and see how you don't lose motivation every day, and when that workout gets tough, how you push through. Because I do my best to do that, but I think there's room to improve for sure. The toughest days are like after a bad week or a bad weekend, or after a bad loss. And it kind of like, what I've learned is like, it just fades after a little bit, like, and then when you're in the thick of the season, there's just so many at-bats and so many games that like, you just have to return to the median after every time. Success or failure, you have to return to this medium as far as mental strength. So I'd say that time, first of all, time cures everything, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. I haven't experienced lack of motivation yet, and hopefully I don't, so I can't really speak on that. But I guess like to get through that, that's when another person can come into your life and help push you out of that. And I try to be that person for other people. But yeah, like, people are gonna cringe, but like, I'm dead serious. Like, I was having irregular heartbeats watching the World Series, Dodgers versus Yankees. I had to go to the doctor because I was having irregular heartbeats, and they put a heart monitor on me. Like, that's how much I cared about something I didn't need to care about. And it's just like the energy. Right? People, you always say like, don't play for other people, but like, you're playing for a national audience, and like, that just gives more energy to the game. So I play to win the World Series and have that glory of winning the World Series and being able to say that forever and having lifelong friends on that team, having people remember you for something positive, and for like that big moment in Game 7, basically. Yeah. In March 2022, I had a soccer tournament in the middle of baseball season. It was in Palo Alto, so I went to watch Stanford play Cal State Northridge in a preseason, college baseball game. Watched 2 innings, knew that I wanted to play at least Division I baseball, and I locked in, bro. And I'm telling you, locked in like this sort of routine for the past about 3 years. And physically, as far as time spent hitting and fielding and lifting, nobody works harder than me. I know that for a fact because I've been around the best players in the country. And not to say that the most hours always equals the most work put in. Like, there's stuff in your head that is almost more beneficial sometimes, but that's what I do. That's how I work, and I do it more than anybody, so that's what's made the difference for me. I just took so many reps, like, with no direction, like, no intent. Like, that first off season, I was going there and swing for 3 hours. I just do front toss, BP, machine every day. No angle, no curveball, just just straight fastballs over and over. And so every day I'd take 400 swings, and then sure enough, I had kind of a developed swing by like that January. And then I just, next off season, which was the last off season, 23 to 24, started tuning the swing, like making little tweaks. And then this off season, even more zoomed in. Pancake house getting me, bro. But yeah, just each year it just gets a little more zoomed in, a little more like intentful, more focused on like specific little things. This bacon is getting hard to eat. I'm gonna finish the pancakes though. On finger food style now. This is the dog. You just gotta dog it out. It doesn't taste that good anymore. Alright, just finished up Pancake House. Probably got my 2,000 calories, roughly. And now we're gonna dip back to the house. And, unfortunately I got locked into some school. It is Wednesday, so got about an hour and a half, 2 hours of school, end of the semester, so gonna take care of that. Academics come first, you know what I'm saying? So, gotta focus on that. And so, let's go. This room is freaking weird. So, like the name art too, so appreciate it.
Sure, I'm Steve DeBrun. I'm Slater's dad. Yeah, we are not a baseball family, at least our immediate family. I think the person who is the biggest baseball fan is Slater's Uncle Todd. We can talk a little more about that, but our immediate family, like myself, Slater's mom, Julie, his sister, Zari, baseball was not on our radar. I'm a surfer, actually. I was a tennis player in terms of sports and stuff when I was young. Still love to watch tennis and play tennis. And surfing and kite surfing and ocean sports are a huge passion for me. But yeah, we didn't watch baseball. We didn't go to baseball games. We didn't play baseball in the backyard, nothing like that. So Slater, when he was young, we were like out hiking, we were out surfing, got really into soccer. That was his first sport. That was like an organized sport. And he's kind of naturally kind of a kinetic kid. So it lent itself well to soccer because it's a super flowy, active game. So if anything, we thought he was going to be a soccer player when he was a little guy, because he was just out there at a relatively young age, like 8 or 9, something like that. Got on some teams, had a lot of fun, made some good friends, and did a little bit of that kind of travel soccer stuff when he was young. We live in LA, and it's really popular in LA. So, baseball was absolutely not on our radar. I think I played 1 year of Little League when I was a kid, something like that. Well, that goes to Slater's Uncle Todd, and he actually is a baseball enthusiast. and he lives in Washington, D.C., and he, for a long time, had season tickets to the Nats. I'm not sure if he has them anymore. And so Todd and Slater are really close, and they started when Slater was, about 9 or 10 years old, Slater, would you say?
What?
When you started talking about baseball with Uncle Todd?
Yeah, probably 9 or 10.
Yeah. They just started talking, so it was a way for them to connect, and as kind of uncle and nephew. So Slater, at that point, 9, 10 years old, he started watching Nationals games on TV. I think we got a subscription to, Major League Baseball, MLB.com. And it was weird because he was, pretty young little dude, but he would just sit there for like an hour or two, like the whole game sometimes, and just study the game quietly. He was just like, kind of really engrossed by what was happening. Which was a lot different than soccer, because soccer, the games are shorter and they're more kind of dynamic. There's not a lot of stopping and starting in soccer. And he didn't even play baseball. And I was like, why is he like studying it like it was a book or something? And that was the beginning. And so his passion developed through connection with his uncle, really. And we were happy to kind of like put it on the TV or whatever, because, watching sports on TV can be pretty gratifying. It's not mindless, like there's that kind of active stuff going on, especially with a sport like baseball that has a lot of strategy. And then the next year he said, hey, I want to play Little League Baseball. My friends play. And, so we said, all right. So we called a few people, kind of parents of his friends, and found out how you sign up for Little League Baseball. And that was the beginning of his journey. And I remember actually the first team he was on, the Little League team, was the Washington Nationals, which was really fun. And his first coach was named Benjamin Moore, like the paint, which is really cool. Great dude here in town. And so, they were very patient with Slater because he had no idea what he was doing. So he was very all over the map. Like his skills, it was like constant yard sale. But there was a core of something that had potential there. He was starting from scratch at kind of an older age than some kids. And I think that, the enthusiasm from watching baseball quickly translated to playing baseball, and he couldn't get enough of it. Even if it was like stuff that some kids would not enjoy in terms of practice, like sliding over and over again, base running, stuff that is, could be considered boring. Like he just was so happy to be there that he would do anything enthusiastically. So that was the beginning of his journey. And again, we knew nothing about it. So we're just like taking him to practice and picking him up. But we had no advice to give or strategy or technique or anything. It was really all from his Little League coaches and from his friends and community that he started that journey. Well, something that I try to remind him all the time, that is that the process is the most fulfilling part of life, rather than the kind of those results or those special peak moments. And that applies just as much to baseball as it applies to everything else in life. And if you can fall in love and get satisfaction out of the process of doing something, it's going to be so meaningful and sustainable for you. So how that translates to baseball is, if you can fall in love with working out, going to the gym, lifting, if you can fall in love with hanging out with your teammates and the process of being in the dugout with them, if you can fall in love with just the feeling of a swing, whether you're hitting the ball or just doing a swing without hitting the ball, you're just kind of in the air or whatever, but that process, it's almost like a feeling of art that you're creating when you do those things. And there's always room to do different and to do better, and obviously in baseball, room to improve. But if you can center yourself around that, rather than goals that are momentary, like hitting a home run or stealing a base, those are great things to do, and the process is training towards those moments. But the process inhabits 99.9% of the time, and those peak moments are a very small percentage of the overall time in life. So I just, I think that if you get only live for those peak moments and you're kind of chasing them, it's, whatever, you still have a fulfilling life, but I think it can be even more satisfying and meaningful if you embrace the process every day and find joy in that. And then it applies to so many things in life, whether it's like you're having kids or doing other stuff, you know, after your baseball career or whatever. So I hope he remembers that. I hope, because we've talked about it a lot, and it's kind of like more of a universal life kind of philosophy, but it's very applicable to baseball because it takes so much work to get good at baseball, and there's so much process involved in progressing in baseball. So it is especially relevant for his journey, which is hopefully just beginning in baseball.
Yeah, the team here is called the Bend Elks.
A lot of strikes. He only hit the trailer on the truck a couple times.
Just change it, man.
Yeah, it was that changeup, dude. But it's nasty.
changeup.
It's nasty.
Hey, Ben. Hey, Ian.